extreme, but we could be seeing some storms this evening.
We have our own Chief Meteorologist, Mike Collier, here to tell us about the systems that are kind of moving into town.
Yeah, we have a weak front that's trying to enter the area, but the storms in typical summer fashion are just weakening as they get closer to the metro area because the cap is pretty strong and it's pretty much helping these storms decay as they track to the southeast. But, you know, they provide for some interesting looking clouds, and this is the leading edge of the decaying showers, not severe, but a little turbulence up in the upper atmosphere will bring some stronger winds as this area moves through your region. We'll talk about that with your radar update in just a moment. This is what it looks like outside right now. This is Mark Folt, who's traveling around on our Turley roofing fleet of storm trackers. And you can see dry roads and, of course, little ominous skies. But again, nothing too severe, so that's good news. And back to Dave's Claremont RV Weather Camera Network, we could see some storms develop along this line as it moves through the metro region over the next couple of hours, as it will provide a focusing mechanism for thunderstorm development, kind of creating its own cold front. This is what we call an outflow boundary. So that's decaying as it moves southeast, but it could provide enough lift for thunderstorms to develop along it. So we'll be watching that line as it makes its way across the southeastern portions of Tulsa County. Meanwhile, more storms to the west of us are diving to the south, some more thunderstorm activity in Oklahoma City. We're not out of the woods just yet, even though we've seen a little bit of a lull in the activity. We could see a few more storms redevelop, and we look at that with future track radar going through the evening hours as this energy continues to slide to the south. A few more pop-up storms possible during the evening hours across the metro region, and that's actually going to continue through 10 o'clock tonight with those little isolated pop-up thunderstorms across the area. Luckily, we're not expecting any significant severe weather across the area. Can't rule out a thunderstorm developing, producing some strong winds, maybe some brief heavy rain, but that's pretty much it. And those storms will begin to weaken overnight tonight. Conditions will improve for our Thursday. Next round of thunderstorms comes in Friday, or I should say Saturday night into Sunday, where we could see 1 to 3 inches of rainfall across northeast Oklahoma. Unfortunately, that's just going to cause more issues for the lakes that are already high and they're trying to recede. We'll see more of the heavy rainfall potential that will bring those numbers back up over the next week or so. So we'll be watching that very closely. Meanwhile, check out the cooler air that's going to move in. We're going to go from the lower 90s on Saturday, and then a good chance rainstorm Saturday night. A few of those could produce some heavy rainfall with some localized gusty winds possible. And then turning cooler for Sunday. I've brought temps down the upper 70s. So we'll see how cool we can stay. Sometimes that July sun kind of negates that cool air moving in, might warm us up a little more in the lower 80s, but I am going on the cooler side. You can see 60s and 70s to the north of us, Minneapolis at 65, Bismarck at 74. The heat still to our west, where we find temperatures in the lower 100s again for Salt Lake City. This is the hottest summer ever for them. Outside right now we're at 82 degrees with a northwest wind at 7. So I was showing you that cloud earlier. That's the outflow boundary, and that's going to switch the wind. So the measurement at the airport is behind that boundary with a strong northwest wind. Out ahead of the boundary, still south wind. But once that cloud moves over you, that's the outflow boundary, you'll start to cool down some, as we have in the airport area, 82 degrees for the northern half of Tulsa County. We're dropping down into the upper 60s to lower 70s to start your Thursday morning. By afternoon, a hot day, humid day, upper 80s to lower 90s across the area. But that's normal for this time of year. 93 on your Friday, and then a good chance rain thunderstorms during the evening hours into Saturday night and a Sunday. Look at those temperatures dropping down to upper 70s on Sunday near 80. 87 on Monday. Monday should be a great day, and then lower 90s for early next week. Much more for you right after this.